Okay, here are all the parts separated by their color type. The blue and lavender colors are here. The gold are here. Very few. Okay. The white and maybe off-white, which you can barely see, is here. All the silver colors are right here. And then this heavier tray is all the charcoal colors, including the parts that makes up for the holding of the funnels. Beam saber effect, beam effect parts, and the stickers, of course. So I talked about it before, about how it's going to look. And even though I said I'm going to do this, there may be a subject of change in certain color areas. Granted, I do have some of the colors that I could use. I could do purple, but I did mention that we're going to use this color for it. But I'm trying to find out about the other tone colors. I got it. I think. I'm gonna have to go online and look at the Hi-Nu real grade pre-built already. Some of these pictures are small, but I want to look at them much more closely. And there is some amazing amount of detail that I wanted to cover. Like, for example, like the fuel tanks here. There's this part which I can use another color tone over it, so I can do two-tone with the fuel tanks. That's one. We can say we can do two-tone using for the funnels, but even though the funnels will be folded down, we're not going to see that much of detail. I know that there's another part of the funnels, this one, but you know, there's no detail on it, which could have been another color tone. This part, no, there's nothing here, unless you consider the thing that's at the end of this. Actually, let me look at this again. Like, we can do that a secondary tone there. I know that's silver because of the parts that we used removed. And those are silver parts. I believe the knees are. I'm not 100% sure. I guess we're going to have to like wing it, because sometimes I think what I'm going to do is once I finish painting it, all the white parts, I will mask off areas that I think will probably require an extra color tone. And we'll go from there. But I think maybe the fuel tanks are the only thing that I see. I don't want to just one paint the fuel tanks and that's it. There's probably going to be other parts that are probably going to say, okay, that's good, or something like that, but I don't know yet. But right now, I'm going to finish up cleaning up the parts, and I'm going to begin assembling the inner frame and see how it looks overall. So give me some time to work on that. Alright, so we're going to begin the assembly of the real grade Hi-Nu Gundam, beginning with the inner frame going out, you know, and then we'll start with the legs based on the instructions that we see here. Some parts, like some of the color parts, whether it's gold or blue or white, we will introduce during this assembly. So, first we'll take these two guys, stick them in like that, so it looks like that. And then we take this part that goes here. This part, which is the tootsie, goes there. And then this one, that went flying from my finger again. There we go. Goes here. So it looks like that. Then taking this part, nope, not that, this, put it there, and put that there, turn it in that angle and put it like that. Alright, that completes the foot. Now we take this, and then we take a part that I'm missing. There we go. This part that goes here and here, I think. Oh. Hold on a second, I gotta readjust this manual so I can see it clearly. So that hole goes there, and that goes there. Oh, that goes there. Okay. Didn't see that until now. So that goes here. And then we have these parts, the hydraulics. Now I'm putting this on like that. Actually, no, this is the other way around. That goes here. And I close it up, like so. And we have this part going like that. And we have this goes here. That goes like that here. That goes up like that here. Now we take this part, slide. I'm gonna slide it, but I want to put this one here first. And then I'm going to find the hole that goes right, I believe, there. There we go. I'm going to close it up like that. Some num marks here that I need to remove. We'll take care of that later. I'll put that here. And this you got to be very, very careful. It's tricky because there's a section here that you can slide it in like that, then bring it down up to there. And you have this that goes on the rocker here, and this that goes up like that. And then you close it up. Oops. Find all the guides. Make sure everything falls into place like so. There we go. Alright. And then we put this one there. And that's it. There it is. The legs of the Hi-Nu are now complete. I was hoping that I guess I'm going to have to paint the gold parts first before I put it in there and then mask it off. But then how much of this leg is going to expose many of the inside detail? Specifically, if I do this, just to show that little bit of hydraulic. It also depends on how it's going to be put on the table when I display it. Will I display it with the stand? Will I not? I don't know. And why does this look like it's shorter than the other? There we go. Much better. Okay. So this was easy. Very easy. Surprising. Just need a little bit of cleanup and sanding and the nub marks, so that way when I put the armored parts it doesn't bother it. Alright. This completes the legs. Let's move on to the next part of the build. Okay, so the next part is going to be the waist unit of the Hi-Nu rail grade. We'll take this part, followed by this. It goes right here for that, and for this, so we'll go right here for this, like so. Then we take this, we'll use this one as a reference, and that one will go right there. And then we close it up. Good, that snaps into place. Obviously this will need the armored parts to hold it in, but that takes care of this. Then we take these two, this one, these two connect here and here. Quite honestly, I don't even... I know this is supposed to be a derivative or that from the real grade New Gundam, but I don't remember these parts. Then we take... Alright, so we did that. That goes there. And that goes here. And here. Then take this, slide that like so here. And I just want to make sure I'm looking at the manual right. That goes in like that. That holds it into place. Armored parts going around here and there. We have this part that goes here, I believe. There is a white part that goes in there that makes up the V-fin. That's kind of smart. And this one goes on top of an armored part, which in reality, put that to the side so I don't have to worry about it. And then the skirts. The skirts without the armor. Let's see how much I can put in here. That goes there, that goes there. So this is the front skirt, I believe. This one goes here. And here. Well, the back skirt, I do remember something like this on the master grade. I believe that comes up like that to expose something. Okay. Just want to make sure I'm looking at that right. So that goes like that with the armored part, and then that goes over it with the other armored part over it. Okay. And I'm gonna have to, there's some nub marks that I need to clean and sand down, but that will be for later. And then that will be connected to this. There we go. Alright, the waist unit is now complete. Of course, there are the silver parts that goes under it, so make a note of that, of course. There's also silver parts that go here as well, but I'm not going to put that on. Just so I can take it off? No. This is fine. Okay, let's move on to the next part of the build. Alright, next up is going to be the torso of the real grade New Gundam. I'll take this part here and suppose we put that there. followed by this. It has to go like this here. And that goes there. There we go. Keep it there for now. There's a part that goes around top of it, but we're not going to put that on. Then we take this, which I mentioned before. We're going to be borrowing some parts from the white section. Put this here. Then put this here. But there is a part for this that goes in here. No, and then seal it up. And then supposedly, with this, you take this, slide that in like here. You take this, put that in here, and you take this. Oh, that's actually nice and smooth. That went in pretty well. I'm impressed. Take this. Don't know if I'm doing it right or wrong. There we go. And then that one goes right through there. Okay. Now then, I gotta position this a bit because there is some trickiness with the connection of the torso going into the arms, which is these parts here. We have that. I think we need to do this first. And it has to be the round part, not the one with the notch. The one that the notch stays below. And then you do this, stick that there, snap it in. And then you stick that in here. And turn it around like so. So that will be for this arm. And then on the other arm, I'll also use this one because it's going to be a problem later on. And then like that. There we go. Followed by that. Alright. And then that goes right here. Oh, Jesus. When am I going to get disappointed? I feel like I'm about to get disappointed any minute by now. And that goes here. For this, well, there is the part that goes right over it. But there you go. Wow. That is done. Wow, I like it. Torso is now complete. And the plane flies over. Let's move on to the next part of the build.